So I'm over at my buddy Mike's house, and he's going to patch my floor up right here. He's actually put 4 little tack welds, or no, 3 tack welds. He's gonna weld that up, and a couple spots on the back. I did go back through and put a second coat on some of the JB weld because it had shrunken in. I did buy more JB weld. So I think we're golden on that. Once this is welded, I'll be able to do a little body work. I do have a spot on the roof. Let's see if I can see it. That antenna I'm gonna take out, and I'll put some tape underneath it and then do JB weld it. No one's ever gonna see it. And then this little wire sticking out, I think I'm gonna leave that there. And when I do solar, I'll use that as my access point. So right now he's gonna get this welded. I'll show you when it's done. All right, it's welded up. We've got a bad spot right here where I didn't cut enough of the thin metal off, so I'll JB weld that. It's gonna be underneath the carpet and a rubber mat, or not, pad and a rubber mat, so I'm not too worried about that. And now he's gonna weld up a couple holes in the back and see where we're at. We ground this out here, kind of hard to see. Ready for weld. So he ended up filling the top holes. The bottom holes have some kind of backing in there, and I'll just do JB weld. I'm going to put the attachment for the ladder in between that and over this way so it doesn't smack into this. And the top ones are done, and I will grind those suckers down. Perfect. Good morning. Back on the van. So I filled the bottom holes that he was having problems. It was just blowing through. So I've got 1 coat of JB weld on that, and I'll probably put another coat on it. Everything else looks good. I did put a coat right here along this because I didn't cut the metal back far enough, but there's this little rib right here. So I was hoping we could just weld it on the edge, but the JB weld works fine. So I still need to sand out all these dots, but I've got a few other things to do. I'm getting ready to grind out these dents right here. There's one there and right there. And then I will take the headliner off, hopefully today, and patch that hole up there on the top. This one, like I said, I'm gonna leave that hole there. I'll take that electrical part out, and I've got a cover that's made to have MC cable, I think it is, for the solar to go through. So there you go to start this AM. So the little one's not bad at all. It's just gonna need a little bit of Bondo work. This one down here, they probably hit a pole or something, and it's not too bad. The metal is not torn, but I'll need to get in and sand it out a little bit more. There's no way to get to it from underneath because it's sealed up here, and from the top, it's sealed over the top and down. So I'll see if I can't pull it out a little bit. I know they've got those little things you can weld and pull out, and my buddy's a body guy, so I'm gonna send this to him. Or we just pack it with Bondo and make sure it's primed because it just got moisture behind it, and I don't think they primed it. It's just bare metal, so we'll see. Anyways, that's really good start. I ground out all the little JB weld spots. Nothing in here and nothing on the edge because that's gonna be a bed. This is gonna be a cabinet. That's gonna be a cabinet. Just the stuff in the middle, but I did prime it all with actually black primer. So hopefully it doesn't bleed through. And everything, I got it all primed. I didn't want any bare metal. Then I ended up taking out, you can see that blue right there. I took that little 90 out, electrical 90 out, and I'm gonna leave that hole. And then this one up here where the antenna was just a small, like 1/2-inch hole. So I did that, I sanded it out on top and put some JB weld on that. So my next thing is I want to clean this roof off a little bit because there's a little bit of insulation. I want to get it clean. I took the headliner off. There was no insulation in there. It's just stuck in there. So no wonder that thing warped because the condensation. So we'll see what happens there. But I did end up purchasing some more, try not to trip here, some more of some of this soundproofing that's going to go on the walls and on the ceiling. So I got this, it's Amazon's brand, and it had the same rating as all the other brands. They were all really, really close. Considering this had nothing on it at all, I'm sure it's gonna make a difference. They did a test with a drum cymbal, and they cut a small piece of each type of sound deadening and put it on the cymbal. They did the cymbal first, how loud it was, and then did each one of these, and they were all, I couldn't tell the difference. They were all the same. So this is less than half the price of the name brand. So it's probably the same stuff, and they just put Amazon's name on it. But project number 743 on the van. Here's a little test. Big difference. I don't think I need to put it everywhere I'm doing it. They say just a little bit, but I've got it, so I'm gonna use it. There we go. Well, that's a pretty good day. I'm real happy with that. I had enough to do all the walls and the ceiling, and I've got 3 pieces left over, one for the driver's door, passenger door, and 1 piece for the sliding door. I don't have enough for the 2 back doors, so I'll figure something out there. And that's a good day. Enough crawling around on my knees. So now I'm gonna get to the body work. That'll probably be tomorrow, and get ready to start sanding out and masking off and getting ready to spray the ceiling. I'll do that first, let it dry for a couple days, then mask it all off and see if I can take a bunch of stuff off, but get the body masked off as much as possible. So stay tuned for that mess.